So before starting my speech, I would like to issue a trigger warning. I will be mentioning extreme dieting and eating disorders. So if you think that this may be triggering for you, I do recommend skipping this speech. As a teenager, having spent my high school years in both the US and Japan, I've identified a huge difference between how people talk about body image in the two cultures. While the overall image and the general image of what femininity looks like to a person is fairly thin, often with a smaller waist and an hourglass figure. But I felt that Japan has taken this to the extreme. While Japanese people are fairly thinner to begin with because of their biology, the culture has associated beauty with being thin instead of any type of personality or even other physical features. And in addition to that, Japan's culture is what's called a collectivist culture. So this means that people work in groups and people value groups above individuals and identify with their cultures and communities instead of their own independent identities. It's not particularly a bad thing, but it's a reason for why people, especially young teenage girls who I'd like to focus on, have trouble feeling comfortable in their own skin because they feel like they need to conform to society and they feel like they can't stand out. So let's break it down. I assume everyone here has probably ridden on a Japanese train and probably seen advertisements that promote weight loss and dieting on the trains. Unfortunately, these dieting efforts and these weight loss advertisements that are promoted aren't the most healthy processes of weight loss. The personal advertisements that I see the most are lose weight with no effort, take one pill a day and lose 10 kilograms in a week. And I also see advertisements on Instagram and TikTok where their main audience is young, impressionable teenagers, where you can take one pill and lose 10 kilograms in a week. Or I've even seen a cucumber diet where you only eat cucumbers for a week and you lose 10 kilograms. I've even seen to the extreme where the advertisement has created a scenario. A girl likes a boy. She has a crush on him. But then he tells her that he only likes skinny girls. So she goes and buys this weight loss pill, loses all this weight for this boy, and he finally likes her. And it's an advertisement for a weight loss pill. Not only do these advertisements promote extremely unhealthy weight loss, it puts this idea that being thin is necessary to be beautiful. It promotes the idea that to get your crush to like you back, you need to conform to this specific body type that he wants, not what you want or not what you feel comfortable in. It not only creates an unhealthy relationship with your body, it also puts the idea that being thin is 100% necessary to be beautiful and nothing else. It creates a negative link between body and beauty and body image. And it pressures these young girls into finding the easiest and fastest ways to lose weight, which a lot of the time are extremely unhealthy. In Japan, by a study done by Nakamura in 1999, 42% of normal weight women reported significant dieting efforts to lose weight. 5.9% reported fasting or not eating for an extremely long period of time. 14.3% reported the misuse of diet pills, and 10.3% reported the misuse of laxatives. All Japanese women who were completely healthy. And this is in 1999. This data shouldn't only be disturbing to everyone, it should be disgusting. Nearly 50% of the female population wanted to lose weight, and a large portion of them went by an unhealthy process to do so. Misusing medication is extremely serious, not only to their physical health, but also mental health. These young, impressionable women are giving up so much just because they want to look a certain way. They want to conform and look like their friends. They want to look like the celebrities that they look up to. And it takes an extremely large negative toll on mental health. In addition to the disordered eating that this causes, these actions and the need to confine to society's expectations makes young women even more impressionable, making these advertisements even stronger and seeping into these young women's brains. What we need to understand is that society changes, society evolves, expectations change. In extremely ancient times, extremely large women who would be considered obese nowadays was the body standard. Even in the early 2000s, curvy women who would now be considered to be fat were the body standard. And now it seems to be that extremely thin women in Japan is the body standard. And from seeing this, I think that what's most important now is accepting each individual person for who they are and what they stand for and their personalities and what they accomplish. And I understand hearing that, you hear that all the time. Don't bother about what other people think about you. Be yourself. And it's not possible to just flip a switch in one's brain and change what they think. But I think that it's a community's responsibility to change how we talk to each other, how we compliment each other in order to create a more inclusive society. So in order to achieve this, I have found ways to go about a day, from complimenting people in different ways and not about what they're eating or not about what they look like. Compliment them on their personalities. Like you can see on the screen right now, compliments like, I love your smile. I love how compassionate you are. I love your energy. I love your perseverance. I love the goals that you hold. And praise them for their accomplishments. A person is way more than what they look like. So I ask all of you to do one thing this week. One person and one compliment. That's all I ask. Whether it's your best friend, a loved one, or someone you meet for the first time, give them a compliment on something that's besides their physical appearance. It doesn't have to be weird. Shoot them a text or say it the next time you see them. Compliment them on something that they've accomplished. Compliment them on something that you admire out of them. And I think that by everyone doing this, a little by little, I hope that everyone can slowly help in creating a more inclusive society because of it. Thank you.